Theresa and I were up in DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth, hanging out at Mariner Sales not too long ago. We were talking to Eris and the guys over there about trying out some paddle boards. So Eris and the gang hooked us up with L2 Fish and the L2 Utility. And we've already done a review on the L2 Fish, and if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Today I want to focus on the L2 Utility. This is a small, more normal sized paddle board, and I'm really fond of this one because it really fits the bill for me. Being small and light, being able to throw it on top of the car and go fish whenever I want to quickly, short trips. But even at 5'11" and 193, I'm still able to fish the fool out of this thing. A little bit of chop this morning, but I'm still going to walk that dog. Hey guys, today we're going to do a review of the L2 Utility. Theresa's going to jump on it first. Now, this thing is a normal size paddleboard, and that's what I like about it. Super easy to carry. You look like a surfer carrying a surfboard on your arm. Super light. It still has a lot of stability. I'm going to show you the hull when I get in it.
I like it, but I've enjoyed fishing off of this. It's a great board. A couple things that I change maybe is to take this and put it all the way up. When I get up here, I almost slide off because it's wet. So you got to stay on the part that's got the padding. But other than that, I mean, I really like it.
That is a really good point, what she's saying. That we feel like the foam needs to be up at least another foot to foot and a half. Because when we kneel down coming off of the cooler, we're on the board. We're not on the padding anymore. And also the handle. The handle's in a bad spot, protruding out. Now some boards have a hole there to grab, which I like. When we go to our knees or go to sit down, that handle is in the way. So not really happy about that. But I tell you what, for a 32-inch board, this sucker is stable. And it's extremely, extremely light.
It's stable. You know, you gotta move slow. As in, on any paddle board, you gotta move slow. Don't, just think you're gonna walk to the end. No problem. You will fall in.
Show them how you plant your paddle in the middle to move around.
You always need to make contact with the kayak or the boat or the paddle board. You want to make sure you're making contact. When I'm on a boat, I keep contact. They say 3 points of contact. So same thing. Just keep contact with the paddle board, and then you can move around slowly. I mean, you'll get some of those moments where you're like, oh, just regain your balance. Keep your feet spread out, not in. You're like a pole if they're in. If they're out, you've got a lot more stability. Paddle from a midpoint. Tracks better that way.
Totally fishable. I fished off of this thing all day by myself, and I'm 190, 193. How much do you weigh, Theresa?
I don't know. I don't weigh myself anymore. 120,
Girls
30,
don't.
I'm not sure.
Girls don't say. Well, I'm going to jump on this thing and show y'all what I can do on it. And I really like this board. For me, paddleboarding is all about convenience. If I want something big and heavy, I'm getting my kayak. For me, paddleboarding is about quick, 2-hour afternoon trip, put it on the arm and go. For me, this thing fits that bill exactly because one hand, I can set it on top of a car or the element and I'm gone. Watch. Look how she just steps right off of that. All right, so I'm gonna try to step right off on it like Theresa just did. No problem. Now I've grown used to this board. This board also has a pontoon or tunnel hull, and like a lot of flat skiffs or some flat skiffs. I'm very, very comfortable. I've taken this board completely across the sound. Me and Justin. He was on the other one. I was on this one. Like I say, this board fits what I want a paddleboard to do, and that's to be light, quick, car toppable by myself, fast. And that's what this sucker does. It's a very quick paddle, even into a wind. I can cook. The only drawbacks to this board, again, this handle, it happened to be screwed in, is protruding. So when I drop to my knees, which you do a lot in paddleboarding, this is in the way. If we sit Indian style, this thing's in the way. Also, a lot of times when we come down, we're at the edge of the foam. It'd be nice to have the foam all the way up to here. But, you know, I guess we're splitting hairs at that point. But this thing is surprisingly fast. And I have no trouble at 193, 5'11", 193. I have no trouble in this thing at all. So I'm gonna go to the shallow end and show y'all what the hull design is like. So if I was in the water, you know, there's just so many things. You just sit on these and fish like this, you know, down. Teresa's talking about yoga. This thing is very light. So look at that tunnel. That's where we're getting some of that speed from, and that's where we're getting the relatively good stability, even though it's only 32 inches wide. Fins help it cut. You've got to have the fins so it doesn't drift sideways. The fins help the track move. Once again, awesome quick trip board. I'm gonna grab this sucker and walk out of here. Let me show you. Surfboard, man, it's like an old igloo cooler. Sucker doesn't weigh anything. So I can car top this. I can put it on top of my head, lift it up over. There you go. So that's what I love about paddle boards. Super simple. My chest in a cooler in the left hand, paddleboard in the right. I can walk 50 yards down a boardwalk, throw this thing in, fish for a couple hours, and throw it back on the car. On a Honda Civic. Go home, no problem. Hey, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. See y'all next time. What?